Welcome to ABC's Saturday Night Football, presented by Southwest Airlines. Coming to you from Floyd Casey Stadium here in Waco. For 62 years, it's been the home of the Baylor Bears, and over the course of that time, there have been few games with more on the line this late in the season. Number 5 Oklahoma faces the offensive-minded, 22nd ranked Baylor Bears. BCS standings are brought to you by Vizio. Of course, Oklahoma State had the clear path up until their upset loss to Iowa State last night. The great debate begins. Which one-loss team can make the strongest argument to play for the title?
He's not going to run away from this Oklahoma defense. This defense can flat out run.
Big, strong, physical runner. They go empty here, and it looks like they're trying to set up the pass, and indeed they do to Terrence Williams, as that was Gerard Monk.
Beautifully. Watch Hurst down here in the corner. See, he keeps getting his depth. He sees that it's a backward pass. Great awareness.
And now the screen to the near side with Goodley, and Goodley surges ahead, crossing midfield. 2nd and 3, Ganaway the lone back. Play action. Griffin launches it to the end zone and overthrows Kendall Wright this time. And we have to make him pay. They've done that early here on this drive. 3rd and 3 now. They go with the wide receiver sweep, and Reese cannot escape. A tackle for loss that time, as Javon Harris was not fooled. Tevin Reese. 2nd and 10 now for Jones. And wide open that time is Reynolds. And look at Reynolds go, crossing midfield inside the 45 before he was finally taken down by Sam Hall. 2nd and 8 now. Jones looks to the far side, and he finds Reynolds again. So we're starting to see, need to get this ball to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 13. Jones steps up, flag is down, as wide open, walking into the end zone was Camille Jackson, but we will check on the flag.
Personal foul, chop block, number 22, offense.
3-by-1 receivers with Finch in the backfield with Jones. They only bring 3 this time. Ball is up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Play action. Griffin, pressure again, and taken down by Alexander. Let's check in with Aaron Andrews. 3rd and 17. That was dangerous. Throwing against the grain and almost into the hands of Travis Lewis. Landry Jones and that Oklahoma offense. Seen the fast pace plenty so far, but we haven't seen a score. And this is James Hanna, his tight end, tiptoeing the sideline. 0.44 of sacks allowed. 3rd and 8 to the far side, and Reynolds, did he juggle that?
He juggled it.
So incomplete, as he could not secure the ball before going out of bounds. And you see the big leg.
Well, Brent Venables keeps on bringing pressure. Now it had a run blitz right inside. They caught him, ran right into it.
And now Terrence Williams at midfield. And Williams puts on a move and stiff arms his way.
He didn't.
Mark Briles is right
there. 3rd and 17. And Griffin, not much room at all, taken down. Just 5 of 11 this year. And he ties the game. 3rd and 10. The crowd ready to roar in support of this defense. They only bring 3. Jones takes a strike, and it's right on the hands of Kenny Stills for a first down. Fly sweep this time with Trey Franks, and Franks gets to the outside and then tumbles. The ball came out at the very end, and it is Baylor's ball. They upended Trey Franks, and he lost the ball. Joe Williams got in after it. USC's up 2 scores on Oregon right now. That would help the cause. 2nd and 12 now. Griffin, and he gets it complete to Kendall Wright, and Wright has enough yardage.
Sees the field well.
Folks rave about his instincts. 3rd and 6 now. And here's where Griffin can be dangerous, but he's taken down from behind, and Boy, for a moment that had the look of a horse collar tackle with Tom Ward, who's working up a sweat just putting in the plays against this Sooners offense. 3rd and 7. Jones, plenty of time, and then finds his man over the middle. That was Camille Jackson. To pass on 3rd down. And it is complete for a 1st down as he finds the backup tight end. Line to make is the 23 on 3rd and 6 for Landry Jones. Pumps one way and then is swallowed up. And it was Nicholas Jean-Baptiste. Phil Bennett lit a fire underneath him. Guess what? He's playing better.
Yeah, he came off the ball with power first into the guard.
Oklahoma defense. They've been keeping him in check in the running game at least. And now they bring pressure, and it's a quick strike this time to Kendall Wright. He has a blocker out in front, past midfield, and there goes Kendall Wright, still on his feet, all the way inside the 30.
Big play by Kendall Wright. Yes, that's half of it.
Ganaway, big hole up the middle and a 1st down.
A nice block on the inside.
Here's Ganaway again, straight up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
Big Griffin inside there, and Blake's in there.
Finch, good block out in front. And untouched until he was already past the 10-yard mark and finally ridden down. He was trying to find somebody to block. 1st down, play action now for Jones. And he gets it complete for an 8-yard gain to Jazz Reynolds. He matured this past year. He was suspended last year before the Texas game for some immature comments on Twitter. Here's Finch, and Finch with a really good-looking juke move. 2nd and 7. They get blockers out in front for Stills, and he gets the corner and goes down the sideline before he is eventually forced out by Ahmad Dixon. You see the red zone numbers for Oklahoma. Makes for a 2nd and 11 now. Pressure off the edge from Baylor, and what a play that time by Ahmad Dixon. Jones has plenty of time, and he gets it complete right at that marker to James Hanna. We'll see where the spot is. He was cut down, but possibly the 2nd surge got it for them. 1st down, Oklahoma.
That's all on the Belldozer.
So a 1st down just outside the 10, so it's not 1st and goal. Here's Finch inside the 5. Millard is in the backfield with him on 2nd and a long 2. Little delay play, and Bell powers his way into the end zone. Mike Hicks was on the receiving end of the Belldozer.
It was the Belldozer. And what he did was had some good patience at the start of this game. They couldn't run a lick.
So back to business is Griffin. He's going to launch it downfield looking for Reese, and he's wide open. What did we say about quick strike? How about that? Then they have that Iowa State team next week before Bedlam at Oklahoma State on December 3rd. Here's your 3rd and 5. Jones going to try to do it on his own, and he comes up well short that time. It was Elliott Coffey who came up to meet Landry Jones. 17-10 Baylor. Now let's go to John Anderson and Jesse Palmer for the Capital One halftime report. Gentlemen. They could also use plays that sparkle as much as those shoes you're wearing tonight, EA. Jones, he has the strike downfield, and he connects with James Hanna, who breaks free inside the 20, all the way down to about the 12-yard line. Impressive stuff. Brennan Clay now straight up the middle, and Clay with about 8.5 yards, finally taken down. 2nd and 2. Bell, handoff, Millard, and he just bulls his way in for the score. We told you, Oklahoma in the third quarter this year, they're used to romping.
And they got a little bit of a chewing at halftime.
Ronell Lewis, their star defensive end, who was injured earlier. 3rd and 11. Griffin, all kinds of time, and that's going to be close to the line to make as Kendall Wright. You got a credit card in your wallet, Matt?
No, I'm a cash guy.
Griffin, you tell me.
No.
I don't think so at all. That was David King stepping up. And this is a turnover on downs. How about that from David King? It's great field position for Oklahoma to take the lead here. Jones, downfield strike, and that is complete inside the 5 to Kenny Stills. Trey Millard also in the backfield with him. Bell looking for room and finding it with ease, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Joe, they go to power. They know that they're letting you know they're going to come with power.
And what a shakeup to the landscape of college football this weekend. If USC can hold on against Oregon, you know what happened in the thriller with Iowa State against Oklahoma State. BCS standings just thrown into that blender. Here's Lanier Sampson.
To do what they were doing in the first half. They can't give up big plays, but it starts right here with a big play offense.
Griffin escapes. Oh, what an effort by Wright to even go up and put a hand on that ball. 2nd and 10. Downfield. Complete. Oh, no. He took a couple steps with it, did Terrence Williams, but couldn't hold on. Looked like he was running with it in stride, Matt.
Look at this window he throws it into. Right there. Never has control of the ball.
3rd and 10, and that time he overthrows Lanier Sampson. So the Oklahoma defense, see if he can keep himself hot here in the 3rd. And he quickly gets it on the play action. So a 1st and 10 for Oklahoma at the 25. Jones gets away from the pressure and then gets the back Finch for a gain of 8.5 yards. And he's a former dual threat quarterback who made the move over to defense. 2nd and 1. Finch cuts back, cuts to the outside, stays on his feet, picks up a block, and is able to scoot himself out of bounds at the 45. They only send 3 after Landry Jones, and it's going to be short of the line to make. A flag is down, though. 2nd and 13. And that ball is floating in the air and picked up by Kendall Wright. Touchdown Bears. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. The bounce into the arms goes for an 87-yard touchdown.
You know, Joe, let me just say this right now. This is going to be the top play on the Sports Center top 10 play.
Pressure up the middle, and they got to him.
There's our guy.
Nicholas Jean-Baptiste.
I like that he's making plays because I like to say Jean-Baptiste.
Crowd has come alive. Tie game, looking for a defensive stop. And it's incomplete off the hands of Kenny Stills.
And he knows it. He knows he just wasted a great throw
on that last offensive play for the Sooners.
Oh, he's got him.
He's going to take a shot again for Reese. And he just overthrew him by maybe half a step. 3rd and 10 now for Griffin. Steps up against the pressure and completes it for a 1st down to Kendall Wright.
That was really well done by Griffin. His eyes, you see him going in motion to the bottom of your screen. He knows where Wright is right away. And there he comes to the middle of the field
Quick snap to Ganaway, and he runs for close to 10 yards. Good. Well, you just blink with Robert Griffin, and he's over 300 yards. He's gone for 330 and 2 touchdowns. Looking to add to that here. But here with green grass ahead of him, look at the speed. And he smartly settles in before making contact inside the 35. But you give him that one moment to make a decision.
They substituted offensively, so he has to allow the defense time to do it.
3rd and 17, trying to get down to the 25-yard line. Empty backfield for Griffin. Can he get out of that mess? Backed all the way up to his 40. And then he is able to get it complete, but obviously well short as he found Jared Salubi. They are going for it on 4th and 11, I guess in what they consider no man's land of the 36-yard line. Risk reward, will they get it? They bring pressure on 4th and 11. And a diving effort that time by Terrence Williams, as well as the flag. Remember what happened just moments ago with Williams.
Now can put a smile on it.
Baylor threatening now. Look at that play action. Did he ever sell that? Touchdown, Jordan Niver. Oh my, did RG3 sell it, and did Oklahoma buy it?
We got ourselves a humdinger going on.
Is facing a 3rd and 3 against the upset-minded Baylor Bears. And complete for the first down to Trey Millard. Jones intercepted. K.J. Morton with the pickoff.
That's on Landry Jones. Morton plays it well. He had position the whole time.
Mistakes can be costly. Let's see if Baylor makes them pay. Griffin downfield, and in stride is Sampson. He breaks free, cuts down to the 24-yard line. Here come the Bears. So first down at the 11. Ganaway. Touchdown, Baylor. The interception by Landry Jones came at a big price. And they were challenged right here in the second half. Oklahoma did exactly what you'd expect the Sooners to do when they came out from the locker room. Jones now. That was a good-looking throw to Jazz Reynolds. Keep it on the ground with Finch. Oh, what a beautiful move by Finch. And he's still battling down to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 10 now. Pressure off the edge, and they get to Roy Finch that time. Elliott Coffey got to him. Dixon was coming in off the edge. Coming up on the 10-minute mark, and number 5 is trailing by 2 scores. Jones pumps once, then to the air, and he overthrew Trent Rattery. To the end zone, well overthrown. Baylor's defense holds against Landry Jones.
Great coverage.
In Waco, Art Briles has been building this program, headed in the right direction, but never has Baylor beaten Oklahoma. 3rd and 9. What does Griffin come up with here? It's going to be well short, and he took a push out of bounds by R.J. Washington. It's Brandon Williams, and Williams cuts back and does so with ease for a gain of about. Jones on first down. Complete, and another, well, close to a first down. Can Jones pull off a rally of his own? Williams now, and look at Brandon Williams. Another 12 yards as they cross midfield down to the 40-yard line. Tackled coming up on the 7-minute mark. But they move so fast. Plenty of time if they can score here. And complete again. DeJuan Miller gets free for another first down. 2nd and 10.
Looks like pressure.
He lofts it, and it is complete inside the 10, down to the 5 to Trey Franks. He has 2 touchdowns on the night. It is just too easy for Blake Bell, and Oklahoma is right back in this game.
They have run that play 4 times. Every time it's the same play, it's the same result. And touchdown. We have not heard from him. It's time for him to show up.
Here's Griffin, and he keeps it himself and surges ahead for 10 yards. Play action. Griffin is going to tuck it and run it. Remember, he has that world-class speed, and he slides down. 2nd and 7 now. Screen game.
That's a backward pass.
And that is going to be marked all the way back. Injured and out. Can their defense come up big here? 3rd and 17.
One-on-one on the outside.
Griffin with lots of time, looking over his options, and then launches it downfield, but overthrows the intended target, Terrence Williams. Finch back into the game, and he gets the call, gets a good block, a first down, and a lot more.
Landry Jones shows real nice patience. He wants something deep, but he'll take it underneath.
Here's Jones now. Over the middle and in stride is Jazz Reynolds. First down from the 18. Jones. Over the middle. Oh, and that was dangerous. As Rodney Chadwick. 4:35 for Jones. But he needs a little more magic here. Complete to the 11-yard line to Rattery. 3rd down, they can get a first down at the 8-yard line.
4-down territory.
Jones, plenty of time, goes with Clay. First down, and he scoots out. It'll be 1st and goal, Oklahoma.
They're going to run a power back inside. Baylor has not been able to stop it.
Also has Trey Millard there, the fullback, with him. Here he goes. Bell into the end zone. He does it again. His 4th touchdown of the game.
So a little bit of a change, but the same personnel group using the same power, this time play side instead of bringing it around.
Flag came in there, and there was motion.
Now they'll have to kick it.
False start. Offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty.
In the BCS. 38-38.
Now is the time that the Oklahoma defensive front needs the same pressure they had to start the game.
They're going to keep it on the ground with Ganaway. No timeouts for Baylor.
Well, they're saying they're going to go to OT.
And now Oklahoma will say, well, we've got 3 of these for Oklahoma remain. Griffin is going to keep it himself, and he is dangerous in full stride. Griffin picks up a block but could not stay in bounds. Some more real estate to be conquered for the Bears. Here's Griffin now, trying to escape the pressure. And Griffin into midfield, into Oklahoma's side of the field. Pressure off the edge. It is complete to Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright gets through, and Kendall Wright is down inside the 34, where Aaron Jones has hit before. 21 seconds as they move the chains. The clock stops momentarily. Remember, no timeouts for Baylor. Empty backfield for Griffin. He has time, launches it to the end zone. Touchdown! Terrence Williams! on a magical night.
And he buys the time with his feet, and then his eyes find the back of the corner. But keep in mind, Art Briles was willing to let this thing go. He was going to run the clock out, but they tempted fate, and fate answered.
Instead, Griffin struck. And now the squib kick. It takes a bounce. That's a live ball. And Baylor tries to come up with it, and they may have. And they have. Baylor is going to close this show. A special teams mistake by the Sooners. And when the story of this college football season will be told, they will remember this weekend. That put everything upside down. Iowa State, USC, and Baylor just made a mess of the BCS.